I like, I want Volkanovski to get the easy contenders just because I want him to rack up on wins. But like, you know, I don't want him to beat like, Korean zombies anymore. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And
I
he's
think
not up against the Korean zombie next time because, Yair's, I almost feel like Yair's just,
Yair is a
I mean,
chance.
Yair's more dangerous than Holloway without a doubt.
Oh, Yair is
It's a harder fight for Volk.
dude because
Even though Holloway
like
beats more people
the
than
thing
Yair, it's
the
like
thing that
harder.
the thing that concerns me about Yair about Volk against Yair, he may try to make a statement by striking with Yair, and
Yeah.
I think that could be a big mistake. I think you want to grapple with Yair, like
Did you
that's
see his interview recently with the
no,
Mac Life Volk?
no,
He was giving Yair a lot of credit. He was saying everything that he does well. He was saying a few years ago he was good in a few distances on the feet, like a few areas, but like good with the wild stuff. But now he's good at every range. He's good with it, all his basic shit, and that makes him really dangerous. He's fast. He's creative. He's good off of his back. So like, I like the way Volk is looking at this fight. He I feel like he's gonna have a perfect game plan, and he's gonna mix in the wrestling. I know it, dude. Like you can't come off of the Islam camp and not mix in the wrestling with the Yair.
yeah, but I think yeah, I hope so. If as Volk, like I'm a Volk fan too, so like I hope he wins. You know what I mean? And I hope he does that. But I think he could maybe try to make a statement and try to beat him by striking, which wouldn't be smart. But maybe I
If
think the
well, if
thing
he's
that's
having
also
success with it early, that'd be we never know.
even if it's success early, you shouldn't do it the whole
I
time.
mean, I agree with that.
This Yair could just come out with a crazy like flash knockout or whatever. But the
Yeah,
thing also about Yair, I think that's being a little bit underrated, is he's a pretty good boxer too.
yeah.
I feel like people just look at his kicks and they're like, okay, like that's his own. Like I mean, yeah, that's his best thing, probably, but
He has
like
good hands,
he's got good
fast.
hands too, like really good hands. And
Yeah,
it's also just the simple kicks too, like it's the leg kicks, body kicks. You can pretty much do everything, not just the crazy shit. So I think he's went from being like this, but that having that element too is just makes him so much more scary, because you just don't know what the guy's gonna do. He's like so much in his arsenal, like that's like scary to go against in any
yeah.
situation. Like Holloway's just gonna march forward and just use his hands mostly,
Hmm.
like so Volk has to be prepared for everything, honestly. But yeah, I think Volk will get the win, but who knows? I could see Yair winning. Honestly, I
But
could really.
the one thing I have to say is, you know, when people talk about Yair, they always talk about like the speed. He can be. Holloway said he can be like 1 inch in front of you, and he can head kick you like being 1 inch away, like be able to hit you that quickly from like such a short distance, throw up a head kick. But like then Holloway talks about Volk, and he's like, but Volk's just awkward. Like people talk about Volk like he's just like a mini tank, and that's I don't know what it is, bro, but like oh, I wonder what makes him so difficult to fight. Is
Volk
it like is I mean, they always talk
does
about his
everything good.
fucking like what makes him so hard to fight. I don't understand
I
because he
think he
is
just does everything good.
yeah, he probably just does everything really well. But I
He's built
wonder
his
if that's going to give Yair problems or if it's going to be easy for Yair. Because some guys, I feel like they benefit from fighting a shorter guy, whereas a guy like Holloway, where you're punching down, you don't really have a lot of kicks in your arsenal. Now he has more kicks, but he doesn't have great head kicks. I feel like it would benefit a guy that's heavier with his kicking rather than with his punching
Yeah, I mean,
because it's harder to punch
nobody
down.
in featherweight has beaten Volk, so it's kind of hard to say. You know what
I
I
think
mean?
Volk's gonna ragdoll him, bro.
If Volk wants to like 100% win, he's got to wrestle.
Yeah, dude.
There's no other choice. Like he's got to wrestle. But if he's trying to like strike with him, I think that's a recipe for disaster.
He's
Like
definitely not submitting him. This guy's his flying triangle. There's no way he's gonna
no,
submit Volk.
Yair won't submit. You can't submit Volk.
He has no neck.
It's very hard. I think Volk wins probably by dropping him or taking him down. I don't think Volk will drop him. I just think
Yeah, I
Volk
don't think
will
he's gonna
win
drop him.
a decision. I think he's going to win a decision.
Yeah,
49,
dude. I
46,
I hope he. I
45.
I really hope he takes him down. Just because I feel like if Volk takes him down, dude, he could maul him, bro. I feel like after this training. But one thing I'm worried about is the weight cut because Volk had big weight cuts at
No,
featherweight.
no.
He always looked drained. But like the thing is, he looked drained at featherweight. And I'm worried that now that he moved up to lightweight, and he was talking about for like how hard it was to eat all the food. He's a bigger guy now. I'm wondering if he's going to have a harder weight cut and if that's going to affect his chin.
I don't think so, because I think I saw Volk in his recent interview. He seemed a bit slimmer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I bet he started like losing a little bit of weight and some muscle already. So I'm not too worried about that now. I think it's also only 10 pounds less. Like, you know what I mean? Volk, like, it takes time to gain all that muscle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like he kind of
But like this, what about the speed? Couldn't this guy said that the speed of Volk is what makes him really good too. He's obviously fast. My thing is like, will he be slower now that he's moving down?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I feel like Israel Adesanya's worst performances is right after he moved down from 205 against Vettori. Like, he didn't look that amazing against Vettori.
I mean, maybe again, like, wait, no,
but then he looked like shit against Cannonier, and that was 2 fights later. So.
Yeah, and then he somehow like, yeah, we're not going to talk about it.
Somehow KO'd Alex
yeah,
it's gonna 3 years.
Make me a little sad, but yeah. So I'm not too worried about that in Volk.
I think I'd bet on Volk to win that shit.
I just think Volk needs to grapple. I think the odds are a bit crazy though.
What are the odds?
Volk's like minus 450.
Oh, that's crazy.
You can't do that.
It's so stupid.
The odds should be minus like 250.
Yeah, I think it'd be good to bet on Yair.
Minus 275, maybe.
I might even put money on Yair.